One of the most common questions that we get asked a lot is, okay, but what does your Social Security check actually cover every month? And today we're going to answer that, and we're going to answer it honestly and simply and without a lot of fluff and, hype. So
troopers, if you're new here like we are, we're Tyke and Tina, and we retired early. And this channel is about sharing what really goes into that decision, not just a highlight reel of what we're doing as we delve into this new life of retirement. We want to make sure you know we're not professional financial advisors.
No.
What we are hoping to do is testify to you what we've done, how we got there, why it's working for us, and hopefully that helps. Our goal is to help others like we were helped, with real-time testimonials of what we've done, what we're doing, and hopefully that helps you. That's the real goal, is to help you.
Yeah.
Again, we're not a professional financial advisor, believe me. I've spent more than my share of paychecks, but we just want to share with you our Social Security, what it covers for us each month, and how that might translate to what might need it to cover if you decide that that's the path for you, because everybody's numbers are different. But the framework is what we're looking for, right? Every home starts with a foundation, regardless of the square foot. So that's what we're hoping this helps. It's the framework.
Yeah.
Yep.
Social Security was never meant to fund a luxury lifestyle. So for us, it functions as a baseline, not the entire plan of our retirement finances. Think of it as, like Tyke said, the foundation of a home that removes the pressure and creates some flexibility for us in our retirement life. So these are the things that it covers. The first thing our Social Security covers is basic living expenses.
Yeah.
So this just means it covers our housing accommodations, whether that is in the U.S., visiting family, or in Southeast Asia, where we like to travel because the cost of living is a lot less expensive there. So it covers our housing, and whether that's a hotel or an Airbnb or anything like that, that Social Security covers that. It covers utilities. It covers internet and phone. It covers basic transportation expenses, and it covers groceries, so food. And once those are covered, everything else just feels lighter and easier to manage.
And what it also covers for us is health and peace of mind with health insurance, medical costs, prescriptions. We have an emergency buffer.
Yeah.
And knowing that those things are covered takes a lot of stress away as well, because stress has its own expense, right, against our mental well-being. So that's something that we want you to make note of, and everybody has those same concerns.
Yeah, and this video is just kind of the framework of what the Social Security payment we get every month that we've told in previous videos is around $2,700 a month for Tyke's Social Security that he took at age 63. We're not going to go into a lot of detail. We have a video about health insurance and the costs and how I saw a doctor in Vietnam and how that kind of thing. So we're not going to really dive deep into these things because we have other videos. If you're interested in looking those up, you can find all that information. But we are just going to talk about what the Social Security payment that we get covers and what it doesn't. So what it doesn't cover is, it doesn't cover luxury travel. Like a $2,700 a month, we can't do a world cruise or something like that. It doesn't cover that. It doesn't cover big splurges. Tyke needed a new phone a couple months ago, so we bought him a new iPhone. The Social Security payment did not cover that. It doesn't cover every unexpected expense. And this is okay because we didn't expect
For
it.
us. Yeah.
We didn't expect it to cover those types of things.
And how you make the rest of it work, right? So everybody's got a budget, and you have a today budget, which obviously would be how you're living today.
Yeah.
And maybe there's some things that you could do to simplify, downsize, reduce expense.
That maybe you don't even know of.
Yeah.
Like, we never heard of our phone service called Tello, Tello, and we have an affiliate link in the description of the video if you're interested, because we went from spending about $250 a month for just the two of us to have phones, to spending $10 a piece. So $20 a month.
And no missing service.
And it works in the US too. It's not just a travel the world type of service. It actually is a normal carrier like Verizon or T-Mobile. It follows along those cell towers. So we highly recommend, if you're looking for ways to simplify and reduce your budget even now while you're getting towards retirement, because everybody wants to save money, especially if it's apples for apples.
Yeah. And remember, there's no question that's out of bounds. The only bad question is the one you don't ask. So when you're wondering, gosh, how could I reduce, my cell phone expense? How could I, et cetera? Yeah. Drop it in the comments. Look at some of our other videos. We love to share our experiences, because believe me, we went from a 2-income home. We were living in a brand new, beautiful house. Cars, the whole 9 yards, and we literally got rid of everything.
Wiped out all of it.
All of it. And there are some really easy things you can do to reduce that stress, and we love to share our experiences, and there really isn't anything we haven't covered. Please.
And the nice thing about putting a comment in the video is it won't just be answers from us. You'll get answers from other people that might have something even different from ours. And your question, another option.
Yeah, your question may not be one that somebody hasn't thought of yet. So, if you put that in there, it helps the community. And
it does.
We're here to help. We can't overemphasize that, because the help we received before we retired was key, was pivotal information that we hadn't even really thought of before.
Right. Yeah. So this is how we make it work. We live a simple lifestyle, like we've been talking. We make intentional choices. Like, we can't buy a new cell phone every month. We can't go on a luxury cruise even once a year.
Well, we could. We just choose not to right
now.
Let's make that clear. These are intentional choices.
Yeah, you have to be intentional, because we don't want debt. We want financial freedom in our retirement life. So we have to be flexible. Maybe we choose to go to Thailand for a month, but there's a really good sale on an Airbnb or hotel points in Vietnam. So maybe we choose to do Vietnam instead. So you kind of have to be flexible with that. And like we said, we use points, we use systems, we use the slow travel, because if you book on Airbnb for 28, 30 days, you get a discount on the month instead of booking for 2 weeks. So we do the slower travel because it saves us money to stay in one place for a month. And it's fun to stay in one place for a month. You can always do little day trips and go out and see other things, but it's way cheaper to stay for a month. And then we use the IHG points, which, if you don't have the Chase IHG card and you're interested in traveling, especially to Southeast Asia, you should look at our link in the description, because you can stay for $40, $50, $60 a night, and that's all in. That's not like $120 hotel and then they charge you $20
$220 or $320,
and then you pay $20 or $30 in hotel tax. This is all in $40, $50 US when you use points to stay in Southeast Asia at beautiful $300, $400 hotels.
And signing up for IHG rewards is free.
Yes. So we have another video on that too. We don't want to go into a lot of detail on stuff like that, but we get so excited about giving you different money saving tips that we just want to get it all in here. So Social Security for us kind of removed that hustle, bustle, stressful lifestyle. We don't need to hustle anymore. We have the ability to choose.
And so why this might work why it works for us and why it might work for you. It's not for everybody. It's not a cookie cutter, one size fits all. But this setup for us worked because we decided that we were going to value time over stuff. Because you can always get more stuff, believe me, right?
And it is amazing how much lighter you feel when you don't have all that stuff.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And again, when you talk about stuff, Tyke, Tina, what does stuff mean to you? How do I, whatever the question is, how do I reduce my transportation cost? How do I save money on this or that? How do I make a little extra money, etc.? Throw it in the comments. Ask us the questions. We'll answer. And if we don't have the answer, we'll help you find the answer. We have flexibility now that we never had before. Never had before in our almost 40 years of marriage.
We were tied to that job.
Oh, it was, you know.
We couldn't go on long vacations because we didn't have the vacation time. There's so many things that you can do once you retire that you can't do when you're working.
I mean, I remember working for a major corporation, and you had 30 days of paid time off, but you weren't allowed to take it consecutively. So you had to find the time to take it off in a year, and they didn't even want you to take it a week at a time. It was almost impossible to use your time up.
Yeah.
Now, we make that decision.
We do whatever.
You know, yeah. So again, it's about flexibility, and we designed our lifestyle around what we want and about having some peace and quiet in our lives, ability to help and serve other people, and not the prestige, because I'm telling you, they might think you're crazy when you retire early and maybe you start doing things like slow travel, but I can tell you what, after a while, they don't even remember it. I mean, we were visiting with a friend just last night, and she mentioned that, gosh, I don't even know where you guys are at half the time, you know, because she's got her life to live too, right? Yeah. So if the opinion of others is become less and less important to you as you've gotten older, like it did to us, like I don't really care anymore, that this might work for you. In fact, you ask yourself, will this work for me? It won't work for everybody. That's okay. Right. It might work for you. That's okay too.
Yes, that's okay too. So if you are like us or thinking about things like this, if you're in that 50 to 60, and we're hoping we can touch people that are younger. So if you're younger than 50 years old, that's okay to be here too. We would love for you to plan for these things earlier. But if you're just tired of waiting for that, someday I'm going to retire. We hear that so much. Oh, I think what you're doing is so fun. Someday I'll get there. If you're tired of saying that and you want to take some action, and you've ever wondered about Social Security and maybe that could help you with your early retirement, then we hope this helps you think a little differently, change your mindset. We really do a lot of mindset work on ourselves to help us get to the things that we want to accomplish. And we just want to remind you that it's okay to take it slow. It's not a rush decision, because this is your life.
And you know, you might just take just parts of what we're doing and save yourself some money.
Everybody wants to save
money. Get rid of some of those expenses that you really didn't realize you were spending extra money on.
Yeah.
I certainly didn't know you could get a cell phone plan for $10 a month.
Well, the Tello plan is just insane. You've got to at least check it out. But if you're serious about it, go in and do our link, because it'll save you some money.
Yes, it will.
It gives you a discount. So check it out. Go to Tello, TELLO.com, because it's apples for apples. It's the same, probably the same service you're paying.
Maybe better.
Double, triple, quadruple for now. And you might as well save some money.
And again, drop those questions in there if you're like, I don't understand it, whatever. We're here to help.
Yes. And in our next video, we're going to talk to you about, would we choose to take Social Security early again if we had to make that decision today? So if that sounds helpful, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. So you get the
updates.
Tyke and Tina Adventures, subscribe, and make sure you hit that notification bell. We put out videos on Tuesday and Saturday, and so if you have that notification bell on, YouTube will let you know that, hey, Tyke and Tina have a new video for you to watch. So we hope we see you soon. We thank you so much for being here, and have a great day.